Welcome, your 2027 San Francisco 49ers.
On the visiting sideline, a look at the head coach of the Jaguars. His side hoping that one blowout last week will lead to another one here. Across the field, Kyle Shanahan, coach of the 49ers. His guys with the crowd at their backs, and things only going to get louder once this game begins. Kate Scott, Brock Heward with you up in the booth. Kicker Cam Little down on the field, looks ready to get things started. And we're underway here in Santa Clara. He dodged the tackle. So here come the 49ers for their opening drive. Leading them out, a player known, yes, for that draft status, but also as a great methodical passer. I know you love this guy, Brock. The last pick of the 2022 draft, it's Brock Purdy.
Hey, it wasn't a banner game he had last week, stuffed in the stat sheet, but still one that falls squarely into the good territory. Had a couple touchdowns to make up for the one interception, and his effort was enough to be one of the pillars in their win, and certainly some momentum to build on today.
Gave away a couple on the first down run. Now it's going to be 2nd and 12. Going run again with McCaffrey. And they're going to bring him down just a moment before he's able to break it across midfield. That's 16 on the pickup. And that gives the 49ers the first.
First and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Working out of the gun, it's Purdy. On target to his back, here's Christian McCaffrey. And he's taken down directly on that 43-yard line.
4 yards. That's another 49er first down. First and 10 at the 43-yard line.
First carry here for Jordan James. And he sneaks this through the middle, maybe a gain of 2.
Hey, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
And he takes it inside the 35 before heading out.
That's a gain of 6. Brings up 3rd and 1.
One of the tight ends in motion left. McCaffrey on 3rd down. And this is going to wind up short. The defense all over that run. They only let him get back to the line of scrimmage. It's going to be 4th down.
It's weird to say, and it certainly won't show up on the stat sheet, but I want to give a lot of credit to that runner. Even though it didn't gain a yard, it actually took a heck of an effort just to get back to the line of scrimmage.
And the QB keeps it on the sneak. And his short gain gets them a new set of downs.
4th and 1, why not turn it into a battle up front? You think you got the bigger, badder dudes on the line? Well, they just proved it. No thinking, just do it.
Left side secured by Ayuk. And they shove him out. Looks like he got about 6 before they did so. It's 2nd down.
Out of bounds at the 26-yard line. It's a pickup of 6.
Now it's Purdy. Completed over the middle. And he gets this down to the 13-yard line. So a new set of downs. Here we go. 1st and 10.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 13-yard
Looking inside the red zone. And he just hucks this one away. Wasn't going to risk a throw or force something. It brings up 2nd down.
Incomplete. It's 2nd down and 10.
To throw again, it's Purdy. It's his running back. And he's brought down, and a penalty flag out on the play as well.
Illegal block in the back. Offense.
So they catch the illegal block in the back, Brock, and that's rare that we see the clipping call. It's a dangerous play. It's rightfully going to back up this offense. Green play here for James. He's inside the 10, and he did not get in. Finally stopped at the 1. This this drive has been excellent. A few shots now. It's starting with 6 as they come up on it. First and goal.
49er, first down.
And the receiver's going to take this one on the jet sweep. Not able to make a push for that goal line. He's hit for a loss back at the 3.
You see that sweep blown up before it gets to the outside. You know defensively, tremendous anticipation. But even more, better execution.
Went in the wrong direction the last play. Need to get forward 3 yards here on second and goal. McCaffrey has nothing on that run. They stand strong and stop him at the 2. 2 yards away from a touchdown to begin this game. Here's third and goal.
It's now third and goal.
He has the San Francisco touchdown. The 49ers finish up an excellent opening series. Christian McCaffrey, the touchdown. Well, this coaching staff has got to be a happy partner. A calm and calculated opening drive. Really impressed with the score, how they controlled the football, and they played at their own pace.
Yeah, it's one of those drives that just pays dividends. I know it's the opening drive, but you're just taking some of the starch out of that defense and putting some doubt in their mind. Like, man, they just methodically shoved it right down our throat.
Ryland able to connect on the point after. And the 49ers will jump out to a 7-0 lead. All set now for the kickoff. Ryland with the honors. He'll take this at the 10. And he's brought down just beyond that 25-yard line. So here comes the Jaguar offense now. Their turn to set out on an opening drive. And bringing them out to former #1 overall pick out of Clemson in 2021, Trevor Lawrence.
Just an all-around great performance from him last week, Kate, in the win. Those 2 touchdowns he had played a big part in the victory, no question. But so did keeping it clean, not throwing a pick. You want to become friendly with your own defense? Make sure they don't have any extra possessions to defend. He did his job, and so did his teammates.
Let's see what they dial up on a second and very long. Lawrence to throw it. That one's on the mark. Jacoby Myers. And he'll go down after fighting his way to the 32.
16 yards on the play. It's now third down.
Third down, Lawrence to throw. Forced out to his right. And he has it right near midfield here. Looks like about a yard short. That play good for 17 and a first down.
That's good for a Jaguars first down. It's a gain of 17 yards. First down.
Kenneth Walker gets it for the first time. That's a nice running there on that 7-yard gain. Make it second down. We get a look at his rushing numbers from last week here. What he was able to do in support of that win. Last run got him 7. Here comes second and 3. Running with Walker again. And he's tackled with the first down yardage. So fresh set of downs now from the 39.
And the Jaguars first down.
First carry now is his Bashal Tootin. And they're going to stop him after he wiggles his way forward for 2.
It'll be this group's job watching the film to find all these plays. The ones that amount to really very little statistically and identify what was needed to just make them a little bigger, stretch them further. Afterthought plays now, they could be the big gains in next week.
No gain on that one, and now it's 3rd and 8.
No gain on the play. And it's third down.
Third and long for him here. He puts some air under it deep down the left. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Went for that big shot. They wanted to get that highlight the first time they touched the football.
Now, this group likes to be aggressive, and early incompletion's not going to deter them. Sharpshooters, they don't stop shooting threes because of one brick, and they won't stop pushing this ball down the field either.
He had all the distance and just enough accuracy to send it through. And it's dropped back down now to a 4-point game.
They were able to answer a score with a score, maybe not to tie the game, but to certainly turn some of the momentum.
Returnable from the 1. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20. Coach Kyle Shanahan ushering his 49ers offense back to the field. And they sure looked clean throwing that football the last drive, didn't they? And that's something we've seen from them early in games throughout this season, Brock.
Sure has been part of their game plan. Get that passing game going early, pick up some mo while both teams get established. Most weeks, well, we've seen the pace make a dividend for him, too.
And he's got a decent gain before being brought down. After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4.
Brings up 2nd and 4. At the 27.
From the gun, McCaffrey. He's unable to get away from that tackle. Good work by the defense. Nothing gained on 2nd down. 3rd and 4 coming up now.
It's now 3rd and 4.
Shotgun snap for Purdy. Ayuk makes the catch. And this one breaks beautifully as they're going to get it forward to their own 45. That'll go for an 18-yard gain. And that means it'll be 1st down San Francisco.
The 45-yard line.
We're through one on Monday Night Primetime. 7-3 is our score. Back to Levi's Stadium right after this. We're back, and it's 49ers football as we resume. They've got 1st and 10 here, looking to add to their lead. From the gun is Purdy. Makes the catch, but does not do it in bounds. It looks like he came down on that sideline. 2nd down coming up.
He was covered by Travis Hunter.
Now Purdy. And back-to-back passes that should have been intercepted. 2 great chances to take it away. Both of them dropped, Brock, and now they stay out there for 3rd down. Complete beyond the marker. And he's tackled after a big gain, but he's not going to get to keep the yards or the 1st down that he picked up either. We got a flag down in the neighborhood of holding. Fighting all he could to keep his quarterback upright, but crossed the line there. That earns the holding penalty. 3rd and long, Purdy.
The 3rd down pass. A loss of 9 brings up 4th down.
So on 4th down, out comes the son of a punter, Brad Robbins, to boot this away. He punted 4 times last week in the win, and his first of this week is away. And the fair catch brought in right at the 40.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 41-yard line.
The Jaguars in a good starting spot here, coming up on 1st and 10. First play of the drive. Here's Walker. And he's going to be brought down in enemy territory now at the 46. They pick up 14 yards on that one. And the Jaguars have a 1st down.
1st down. A gain of 14. And the Jaguar 1st down.
Lawrence working from the gun. This one delivered off target, Brock. That's incomplete.
Where offenses that connect in this intermediate zone are so effective. Getting a completion in that area, and not just sparks your offense, but it just turns that aggressive meter way up. They just couldn't quite find the connection.
That's him on the quick hitter. And that tackle came at the last moment to save the first, didn't it? That sets up 3rd and short from the 37.
8 yards on the pickup. And this is...
Trying to move the chains here with a jet sweep. And what a play. They never gave him a shot to get that single yard. He's going to lose some yardage. 4th down coming up.
It's a loss of
That's one of those situations where if you're going to call that play, you better execute it. Because if it works, well, you're a genius. But one little thing gets off, a little bit of penetration, you don't seal the edge, well, you're punting, and that play goes right out the window.
And this kick is good. He needed to get all of it there, and he did. And that cuts the lead back down to a lone point.
Okay, one of the areas that kickers and quarterbacks are similar, they want to get into rhythm, and no better way to feel good and get into that rhythm than start a game 2 for 2 as a kicker.
He fields it from the 8. Escapes the defender. In pretty solid field position starting out here, Brock. He's tackled at the 29. Now out comes the San Francisco offense. They didn't add to their lead last time out. They punted it away, but still ahead and able to add to it here. 49ers to the line. 1st and 10. On the ground to begin the drive with McCaffrey. And into a sea of bodies he goes. Looks like they'll get about 3 out of it.
He's taken down.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Going to lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. Find a more aggressive call on 2nd.
Last run got him 3. Here's 2nd and 7. They stick with McCaffrey. Well, he had to power through one tackle just to get back to the line that time.
They got some positive yards. That's a good thing. But too many plays like that, it just is too hard to pile together, get first downs against the better defenses in this league.
On 3rd down, Purdy. And even on 3rd down, he sees no choice other than to get rid of it. Not the play they wanted. It's going to be 4th down.
There's not a quarterback alive that enjoys throwing it away on 3rd down. But that's a good case right there of live to play another day. Live to play another series and don't put the ball in harm's way.
The Jaguars stop headed out, and we'll see Kenneth Walker. And you can see he's valued well beyond his work just as a runner. He's leading NFL backs in receiving touchdowns late in this season. 1st and 10 coming up. Jaguars ready to take advantage of some good field position they've got here. Drive begins with a Walker run. And they blow up the opening play of this drive. Love the aggressiveness from this defense. And it's not just your quarterbacks, Brock. You already got to have short memories. You tell me this too. Defenses need them sometime as well.
Yeah, 100%. You give up a big run, well, too bad. No time to dwell on it because you got to line up, buckle up that chin strap, and try to knock them backwards.
That one's incomplete. Had the connection, but some stone hands got in the way there.
It's 3rd down and 12.
Throwing is Lawrence on 3rd down. Lobs this one deep down the left sideline. So the heave knocked away from the intended target and brings up 4th down.
That one really stings, Kate, because you want to convert there and not only keep this drive going for points, but because now you're giving your opponent a chance to go pad that lead before halftime. That's a no-no.
Punts away, and he really pulled out the lob wedge here. It is soaring high as they try to pin them deep. And a good return as he gets him up across midfield and into enemy territory. The 49ers back on offense and set to take over. They were only on the field for 3 plays their prior series, Brock. Let's see what changes they make to take over here. San Francisco to the line. It's 1st and 10. Trying an inside give now with McCaffrey. And he's down to almost, actually going to give him the 30 here. 12 yards on that play, and a good call nets him the first.
And the 49er first down. 1st and 10 at the 30-yard line.
Shotgun, handoff to McCaffrey. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that 1st down play. Last run only gained a yard. That means it's 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9. At the 29.
McCaffrey running between the tackles. And this is headed the wrong way. They're going to lose yards here. It's going to bring up 3rd down.
Joseph Day on the stop. A 2-yard loss on the play. It's 3rd and 11.
Here he goes, 3rd and long. Going deep here for the end zone. And through the back of the end zone and out of bounds. Took his shot at 6 that time. So that brings up 4th and long.
Sets up 4th down.
Field goal attempts coming here from Chad Ryland. This from 48 on the left hash. The kick by Ryland is good. And that'll push their lead to 4.
A dependable kicker, man. That is a coach's best friend. Saves him so much stress to have a guy he can really trust to go out and hit it from that distance consistently. Because from that far out, no kick is a guarantee.
He's going to field this at the 2. Keeps away from 1. And this drive will start inside the 25. The Jaguars start headed out, and we'll see Kenneth Walker. And he's played a major impact in their passing game, too. Look at this. We're near the end of the season, and he's leading all NFL backs in receiving yards. Walker on first down. He's still going at the 30. Down to the 10. Touchdown, Jacksonville. The Jaguars take the lead on the first play of the drive. Kenneth Walker, the touchdown.
Kate, you saw me chuckling. You know I love celebrating that run, but you know what I really love? I really love watching those linemen. And they just get to celebrate. They love an explosive play like that. Doesn't mean a long extended drive, just a whole bunch of celebration.
Little able to connect on the point after. And the Jaguars push their lead to 3.
13. 49ers 10.
All set for the kickoff. Little with the honors. That's going to be taken in at the 8. Decent run back is going to end as they bring him down inside the 30. The San Francisco offense headed out to take over. And they've got a bit of momentum from the field goal on the last series, hoping to grow that into something greater with a touchdown here.
Yeah, I think one thing you find is you do not want to settle for a field goal again. Points are great, but touchdowns, that's what's win games in the NFL.
And this drive's quickly headed in the wrong direction. First play set down behind the line.
You know, you call that toss play, it's almost like a challenge to cornerbacks, Kate. You're challenging their will and their want to. Can they get down there in time to make contact behind the line? In this case, well, challenge accepted and mission accomplished.
The Jaguars are there. He's hauled down. And for the second straight play, Brock, they're headed the wrong way, and that's going to bring up a tough third down.
Yeah, let's give some credit to the defense here, Kate, right? We talk about explosive plays. Every offense is looking for them. But when a defense can go back-to-back, Jack, with a tackle for loss and a sack, well, they're more than doing their job.
They'll empty the backfield and motion him out. The third down throw falls incomplete.
We see this all the time. The number one thing you see NFL defenses do to try to force that fourth down, gets down coverage. Put your cover guys on the field. Let the boys up front cut it loose with pressure, and let the cover guys go shut it down.
And he gets his guys a few yards before they bring him down on the return. The Jaguars start headed out, and we'll see Kenneth Walker. And get that big old marker out. Cross a major number off his roadmap after that last drive. He's reached one of the marks that every back strives to hit at some point during the season. First down throw, Lawrence. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And after one play, this drive might already be in trouble. That's going to push him back for second down.
In theory, Kate, that's exactly what complementary man coverage is supposed to look like. The DBs, well, they're sticky on the back end of it. The front end, that pass rush, it makes an impact that gets home. But, of course, we know it's not that simple. It is really tough to lock down a full field for more than a second or two.
He just got it away before the hit, but the pass winds up incomplete. It's going to be third down.
I hate to be Mr. Negative guy, but a sack 2 plays ago, an incompletion right there. All that's missing, Kate, is an interception on this play, and you're going to hand this quarterback a misfortune trifecta that nobody wants.
Lawrence facing third and long. Man downfield, and Myers has it. And a great play is brought to an end as this one reaches the 35-yard line. Well, third and 15, you don't see many of those picked up, partner, but they found a way.
First and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Double coverage, deal breaker for a lot of QBs, Brock, but less so when it's a target you trust.
You know, it's interesting, Kate, even 20-something years ago, watching Marvin Harrison and Peyton Manning work, every defense would go into every game trying to double cover him, but yet those two, well, like we just saw right there, just got it done regardless.
Now, after that play, we've got somebody shaken up, and you don't want to see serious injury in the midst of their playoff push. He's being looked at here. After the 3-yard pickup, it's second and 7. From the shotgun, Lawrence. He gets it complete to Kenneth Walker. And they bring him down. Looks like he got it to the 27. third and just 2 to go.
On the pickup. And this is third.
Here he is on 3rd and short. That won't be caught outright. It's incomplete.
The numbers tell us pretty clearly, you get to 3rd and long, extra long, it's really hard to stay on the field. That's disappointing because that was 3rd and manageable and an incomplete.
On 4th down, here's Lawrence. Got his man. Thomas has it. And he's going to go out of bounds just short of that red zone.
A 5-yard gain on the play. That's good for the Jaguars. First down.
On play action now, Lawrence. That one's complete, right side. And he's short of the first after a mild gain. So 2nd and 6 awaits on the other side, and we've reached our 2-minute warning. More on Monday Night Primetime in just a moment. Sticking in the air with Lawrence. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete.
Incomplete from the contact.
Targets have far less room to work in this red zone, Brock, but down this close as a former quarterback, I'm just going to assume you got to feel like he should have been able to hold on through whatever.
Yeah, and every once in a while you get in that huddle and remind him, now listen, guys, it's going to be contested. We know it's a physical game, all 100 yards up and into the red zone and end zone. But when you get down here, you've got to come up with contested catches, and he couldn't.
Facing 4th down, the Jags electing to send out Cam Little for this field goal try. This is going to be a 31-yarder from the right hash. Little knocks it through, and that'll double their lead to 6.
Give him the first half trifecta. He's 3 for 3 on field goals. And as much as they'd like 6 points to end drives, not 3, they can at least be happy they're getting consistent looks inside field goal range. He's delivering.
Starting at the 10. He stopped on the run back at the 27. So here come the 49ers on offense. Their last drive didn't make it very far before they had to punt it away, partner. So hopefully this one has some better legs to it. They'll motion him out of the backfield left. First down throw by Purdy. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. That throw was looking for Brandon Ayuk, and it sets up 2nd down. Working out of the gun, it's Purdy. Short pass brought in, and he's out of bounds beyond the 35-yard line. 1 yard, all that's needed. This is 3rd and inches.
Brings up 3rd down.
Off the play fake, Purdy. Kittle makes the catch, and he's all the way across midfield, down inside that 45-yard line. 49ers moving quickly, trying to get their offense to the line.
The 49er first down.
To the air again, Purdy. That's Cox again, it's Kittle. And he's hauled out of bounds as he takes this down to the 30. Coming to the line for another 1st and 10.
That's another 49er first down.
To throw again, it's Purdy. He has room past the 25. And he's brought down at the 17-yard line. And keep this drive moving, partner. Here's another 1st and 10.
Another 49er first down. 1st and 10 at the 17.
On the red zone now. Did not like what he was seeing, Bronson. He's just going to hurl this one away. 2nd down, still 10 to go after that incomplete pass. Back to throw. Here's Purdy. They'll set up the screen to McCaffrey. And he's out of bounds at the 6-yard line. 1st and goal coming up.
It's a gain of 11. And the 49er first down.
They'll put one of the tight ends in motion.
1st and goal at the
Purdy on the play action. Has it in close. Touchdown, San Francisco. The 49ers tie it just before halftime. George Kittle, the touchdown. So he looks to and finds the big fella, and his tight end takes it in for 6.
Such a reliable weapon down in the red zone. You know, kind of reminds me like a point guard making an entry pass to that post player. When you trust your big people around you, and when a quarterback trusts his tight end like that, it makes a difference.
Ryland tacks on the extra point, and they'll take the lead.
Makes the score Niners 17. Jaguars.
All set now for the kickoff. Ryland with the honors.
Chad Ryland to kick off.
Fields this one at the 3. He's brought down at what looks like the 24-yard line. The Jaguars start headed out, and we'll see Kenneth Walker. And I'd say the ROI on his early touches have made him a pretty good investment for first-half work. He's gotten off to a great start here. And even 20 seconds left at their disposal on the final drive of this half. Looks like they'll play it safe with a run to the outside. And they send him out of bounds right as he was coming up to that marker, Brock. It's going to be second down. After a quality effort on the last play, just really need to fall forward here to pick up that first down. Out of the gun, Lawrence. Finds him over the middle. And they'll take him down at the 43-yard line. Bringing the offense up to the line. First and 10.
It's a gain of 10. First down, Jaguars.
He's back to throw. Has him on the quick hitter. And he drives this across midfield and down into enemy territory. Just before halftime, we get a timeout. Take it.
A 66-yard attempt.
And they're trying to will it further, but it just doesn't have the muster. This one falls short. And they fail to claim that lead. They're still down by a point.
Hey, listen, I know kickers are arguably better today than they've ever been in the history of football. But anything from 60-plus is still awfully ambitious. And that time, it didn't pan out.
And this kick is good. He needed to get all of it there, and he did. So we have a one-score game here at the break. Now it's time for the EA Sports Halftime Report. Scott Hansen,
our
take it
spin
away.
around the NFL starts now. At Lincoln Financial Field, the Eagles at home to take on their rivals, the New York Football Giants. And here it's the Giants' defense making a statement. They force the bad throw, and the ball is intercepted. The Giants keep it rolling. They get their 6th straight victory here. From there, let's go up to the Pacific Northwest, Seattle. Let's look in on the Seahawks. They're playing host to the New Orleans Saints. And it's the man from Louisville, Tyler Shuck. A touchdown pass from 15 yards away. The Saints move back to within a game of 500. They get to 6-7 with this victory. Lastly, we go up to Lambeau Field. It's the Packers taking on the Detroit Lions. And it's Josh Jacobs. Spots an opening, capitalizes on it, 15 yards for the touchdown. The Packers get it done within the division as they come away with the victory. With that, we take a look at the rest of the action going on around the NFL here in Week 14. Meanwhile, in our game, both teams have been able to move the ball effectively. It might be a question of which defense can make a stand in the second half. As we hand it back over to the commentary team, Kate Scott and Brock Heward.
All set now for the kickoff. Ryland with the honors. Has this at the 6. And pretty solid field position starting out here, Brock. He's tackled at the 29. The Jaguars start headed out, and we'll see Kenneth Walker. And as they get set, partner, gotta imagine they're bringing some urgency with them to the field this drive, too.
Yeah, I think you and I both know in calling these NFL games that sense of urgency can be replaced by full-blown panic in a hurry. So find a way to possess the ball and, more importantly, score some points.
Lawrence with it on first. Completed left side to Thomas. And they're going to bring him down just beyond the 30 at the 31. 8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this second down.
It's second and 8 at the 31-yard line.
Now Lawrence on the play fake. Finds a man right side. And he is hauled down right at that midfield stripe. They get 18 yards out of it and a new set of downs.
Jaguars, first down. First and 10 at the 50-yard line.
You want to become a quarterback's best friend, do that. Turn a short little gain, a short little pass into some yards after catch, and that quarterback will find you again.
Throwing on first down, Lawrence. Completed over the middle. And he's going to be blocked down after reaching the 43. Second and 3 now.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up second and 3.
Lawrence now off the play action. Defenders there, and he forces the incompletion. Good play to bring about this third down. Back to the air, Lawrence. Complete beyond the marker. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
It's a gain of 8. And the Jaguars first down. An 8-yard
All set to go now from the 35. Now an inside give to Walker. And he drives that front backward on a gain of 4.
You gain that kind of yardage in the run game, and you're going to gain the trust of your offensive coordinator. Plays like that, runs like that, set the table for everything else in the playbook.
Escapes the pocket. Lawrence is hit. The ball is loose. And this is picked up by the 49ers. And deep in their own territory, they're going to take possession now after the fumble. Now following the play, one of the 49ers banged up. He's in some pain. We're going to pause here as he gets checked on. 49ers to the line. First and 10. Purdy setting up that play action. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact.
Well covered on that play. Really not a large window for him to sneak that throw in.
On second down, here's McCaffrey. They get about 4 there. Need a little more than that now on 3rd and 6.
When you don't have great success on first down, Kate, it's a little bit like a hitter in baseball falling behind in the count. And all you want to do as a hitter is get back to a fighting chance. Give yourself a better count. That play, well, it does the same here. Now a much more manageable and opportune 3rd down situation. Well, that took some force right there. That took some serious defensive effort to force the incompletion. You're not going to see a lot of guys ever let go of a football when they got a first down right in their midst. But that force, that contact, separated man from ball.
And before that return amounts to much, they bring him down.
First and 10 at their own 45-yard line.
The Jaguars in a good starting spot here, coming up on 1st and 10. Off the play action, it's Lawrence. He's going to get a hand in there and knock that one away. So second down now after the incompletion.
Incomplete. It's now second and 10.
Back to throw. Here's Lawrence. Dumps it off to his running back. And he pushes this down to the 42 before going down. To the line and set. Here we go. First down.
That's good for our Jaguars. First down.
Lawrence working from the gun. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Ball and defender arrived at the exact same time there. So that brings up second down. Throwing again. Here's Lawrence. Completed to his running back. And he's taken down at the 30. They'll move the chains after that pickup of 12. So first and 10 now from the 30.
First down. First and 10 at the 30-yard line.
sticking in the air with Lawrence. Look at that touch, laid on a platter for him. Across the line, into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Jacksonville. The Jaguars take a third-quarter lead. So that, Brock, an important score here as they move out in front.
This is the time of the game where your legs just get a little bit tired. But that was a determined-looking drive right there. They were not going to be denied, and they're able to score and take the lead.
On is Little for the extra point. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Jaguars push their lead to 3.
23, 49ers 20.
All set for the kickoff. Little with the honors.
For the Jaguars.
Returning it from the 4. He dodged the tackle. And he's brought down just inside the 25. Coach Kyle Shanahan ushering his 49ers offense back to the field. And I'm sure they're tired of bringing out the punter, Brock. They're hopefully going to give him some rest this time around and find some points to go after that lead. San Francisco to the line. It's 1st and 10. Tight end in motion left. They'll start this one on the ground with McCaffrey. And they blow up the opening play of this drive. Love the aggressiveness from this defense. That's a nice quick correction for this front, Brock. Give up the big play and then get a little back on the very next one.
Exactly the kind of response you want to see from your defense. You got to forget about the big play for now and stay focused on that next snap.
And he let his man just a little too much there. That's an incomplete pass. No connection on the last play, and now it's 3rd down. On the give, it's McCaffrey. And a good stop by the defense to limit this damage. They gave up 8, but they still forced this 4th down.
Well, that doesn't net a 1st down. You get yards like that in the run game, you will take it in the NFL.
The 49ers are lined up in punt formation. And this is going to be his 4th effort tonight. And that fair catch brought in just beyond the 30-yard line. The Jaguars start headed out, and we'll see Kenneth Walker. And his production is carried over into this second half. He keeps on running well, even with the workload they placed upon him. 1st and 10 from the 32. They'll give up the gut to Walker. And he is stopped as he reaches that 46-yard line. A gain of 15 there. And that's good for a Jacksonville 1st down. Great start to this drive. They're up in the neighborhood of midfield after just one play. 1st and 10. It's Lawrence. Complete. It's Myers. And he's tackled for a short gain. 2nd and 6 coming up here.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6 at the 50-yard line.
On the carry, it's Walker. And they nearly picked up the 1st down with that effort. Ball advances to the 45-yard line. 49ers with an extra defensive back out there for this 3rd down play. Throwing now on 3rd and 2. Got his man. Thomas has it. And they get there to take him down right around the 41. And that goes as a 4-yard pickup, and it gets him a 1st down.
Jaguars 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
And off to Walker from the gun. And he has enough room to gain about 4. So gain of 5 on that 1st down. Let's see if they can repeat that performance now here on 2nd.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
Tootin gets it from the gun. And that one doesn't get him much, giving maybe a yard. It's 3rd down.
D. Winters on the stop. A gain of 2 on the play. And this is 3rd.
From the shotgun, Lawrence hits him on the out route. And he pushes this down to the 22-yard line. It's a 13-yard play, and that's enough for the 1st.
13 yards on the play. That's another Jaguars 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 22-yard line.
They like to say it's about the Jimmies and the Joes. I think that's about the X's and the O's. That's a well-drawn-up completion that nets them a 1st down.
On 1st and 10, here's Lawrence. And he's not quite that fast. Led him just a bit too much. That's incomplete.
Intended for number 86.
Trying to find his tight end. And we'll see what they do here on second down. Lawrence throwing here. Short pass brought in. And this one doesn't go far. Let's see what they draw up on a 3rd and 7.
It's a gain of 3.
Again, it's Lawrence to throw. Another drop. The last 2 plays both should have been intercepted, but neither could be brought in. However, Brock, they do at least force this 4th down.
A 36-yard attempt.
Pressure mid, and it's blocked! And they stop him before he gets much on the return. Ooh, after that play, we can tell he's hurting. He's someone they need to help their playoff hopes. Training staff working on him now. '49ers to the line. 1st and 10. On the counter, McCaffrey. Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that 1st down run.
Made it all look so simple, didn't he? That linebacker sorting right through the traffic, finding the runner. That's instincts come to life.
That's too far in front, and it's not going to be caught.
Can't cover it much better than that. Really well covered, Kate, on that play. There just simply was not a window for him to sneak that throw in.
On 3rd down, Purdy. And it's incomplete, and that's going to bring up 4th down.
So many coaches love 3rd downs, and they practice them so much, Kate. Why? Because they're the money down in the NFL. Whether it's a close game or already out of hand, coaches know got to execute and convert on these 3rd downs.
Fair catch called for, and he's got it right near the 30-yard line. The Jaguars and Trevor Lawrence set to take over on offense once again. And on that last drive, Brock, he crossed a notable threshold in passing yards for the season. Always nice when you can reach one of those plateaus to look back on after the year's over. They go play action. Lawrence. Looking right, and he finds him. And it's a quality effort here as he's pushed out right along the 40. So a new set of downs. Here we go. 1st and 10.
A gain of 12. 1st down, Jaguars.
Out of the gun, Lawrence. It's dropped underneath. Walker. And they're approaching midfield with that gain of 6. He's up to the 46.
A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3 at the 47-yard line.
All right, we've reached the final quarter of Monday Night Primetime. It's Jaguars football with a slight lead. Just got to hang on to it for one final quarter. Second and 3 now. Throwing from the gun here. Throwing the out route complete. And he's going to go down right along the midfield stripe. Offense is set. 1st and 10.
And the Jaguars, 1st down.
And the receiver's going to take this one on the jet sweep. Trying to make it happen, but no luck. This goes backwards on 1st down.
Hey, I love the jet sweep as much as anybody, Kate. It can be super effective, but here's the deal. Once you send that receiver in motion, well, you're doomed. Because if they bring an edge pressure or there's a blitz, there's really no stopping it. Because once that thing gets started, there's no audibling out of it.
Hauled in by Myers. And he'll cross the 50 and start pushing onto the opposing side of the field.
It's a gain of 3. And this is
Throwing is Lawrence on 3rd down. 49ers close it in, and down he goes. And that is 3 sacks for this defense in this contest, and that one forces a 4th down.
Kate, the game wasn't on the line with that series, but don't tell the defense because they brought the urgency and juice like it was. Getting the sack, setting up 4th down, well, it picks everybody up on that sideline, and now their offense gets a chance in a one-score game.
Now the 49ers getting set to go on offense. And this certainly isn't the rut they want to be in, Brock. All of their drives have been ending in punts as of late. San Francisco to the line. It's 1st and 10. Now a give. McCaffrey. Very small gain, if anything here, maybe a yard. It's second down.
Devin Boyd on the stop. A gain of 2 brings up second and 8 at the 22-yard line.
Empty backfield now. Running back motions out left. Shotgun snap for Purdy. Finds him on the slant. And he's tackled after gaining a handful.
Good luck defending that short yardage slant. Just not going to happen. There's a reason this is a go-to play for just about any quarterback in every situation.
Kittle makes the catch. Space on the right. He's got room. Into the red zone. George Kittle. Touchdown, San Francisco. The 49ers take a fourth-quarter lead. George Kittle, the touchdown. His second scoring catch of the game. And that right there, Brock, is a touchdown I think our fellow broadcaster Greg Olsen would be proud of. A big strike to the tight end that I don't think a lot of receivers could have pulled off and make it look as easy.
You know, a lot of times you're splitting hairs talking about the differences between tight ends and receivers at this level because a lot of those guys, they work the same route tree and they move with the football, well, just like their receiver teammates. And they can score some lengthy touchdowns too, just like he showed off.
All set now for the kickoff. Ryland with the honors. He fields it from the 8. And he gets across the 30 before he's brought down. The Jaguars start headed out, and we'll see Kenneth Walker. And you can see with the stats there, such a weapon for this offense to utilize week in and week out. Throwing on first down, Lawrence. Here's a screen now for Walker. And he's going to be a yard shy of the first as they force him out after the gain of 9. About the length of the football, maybe a touch more on his second and inches. Walker now from the gun. They're going to bring him down just after he crosses the 50. It's a gain of 11 there, and that picks up the first.
That's good for a Jaguars first down. A gain of 11 on the play.
Running with Walker again. And this hasn't been a common side out of him tonight, but the defense wins this rep. He's limited to no gain on the carry.
This is one of those situations, Kate, where I watch the body language of the running back because it'd be very easy for him to raise his hands up, look to the sideline and his O-line and go, what am I supposed to do there? There was nothing, no time at all to try and escape and react. Instead, it goes backwards.
And a solid gain there. Gets him across the 45 before he goes out. Here they come. This is 3rd and 5.
This is 3rd.
Lawrence to throw it. Just got it away before the hit, but it doesn't matter. It's incomplete. 4th down coming up.
That is just a nice stretch of some reps there defensively. Really one of the areas when you watch college game to the NFL game that there is a vast difference. And that's the tightness of coverage. These windows of opportunity are small, and they could not find a completion.
And they don't get the catch they need there. Their hand was forced, Brock. Had to try and go for it, but they turn it over on downs. So this one will not get it done. They're going to turn this over on downs. Now out comes the San Francisco offense. And that last drive, no answer for what they were doing through the air. So expect some tighter coverage this time around. Purdy on the play action. Completed over the middle. And he takes it across midfield and into Jaguars territory.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3 at the Jaguars' 49-yard line.
2nd and 3 now. Going with McCaffrey on the ground. He's going to be held up after gaining 2, so a little shy of that marker. 3rd down coming up.
At the 47-yard line.
Offense headed to the line. Just need to punch it 40 yards to reset the downs. Purdy will sneak it. They were loaded and ready for that sneak, weren't they? They stopped him at the line. No gain.
It's a gain of a yard. And
1st and 10 now from the 46.
1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Play action now. Purdy hits his running back. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain. This is 2nd and 6 coming up.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6 at the 42-yard line.
From the gun, McCaffrey. Defender gets to him right around the line. It's going to be marked as no gain. So, Brock, that means 3rd down coming up.
You know, Kate, over the years, I've heard running backs say there's just sometimes you got to run into darkness. Just go where there is no lane and hope that something opens along the way. That linebacker said, not this time.
They'll throw, 3rd and long. And he can't escape. Jaguars all over him. And that is 3 sacks for this defense in this contest, and that one forces a 4th down.
As we're into the 4th quarter, we know this. We know that money down could not be any more important than right now. Both sides are certainly fatigued. You feel it in both their play. But battling through what's been a physical contest all game long, going to be the key here down the stretch.
And this angles out and hits the sideline. That's a good punt there. They're pinned at their own 8. Out now runs the Jaguars offense. They're coming off a 4th down try that didn't work in their favor. Let's see how that might affect the approach they take this time out. Lawrence with it on 1st. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's out of bounds just short of the 15. Offensive line, this is 2nd and 4.
He's out of bounds at the 14-yard line.
Lawrence working from the gun. Finds him over the middle. And they're not going to bring him down until he reaches, looks like, the 28. Now, after that play, we've got somebody shaken up, and you don't want to see serious injury in the midst of their playoff push. He's being looked at here. All right, they look set now. Here we go, 1st and 10. From the shotgun, Lawrence finds the in route complete. And defenders arriving in support to finish him off at the line. They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
Back to the air, Lawrence. Short throw is dropped. This one's incomplete. No connection on the last play. Now it's 3rd down. Looking to throw. And that one hits the deck. No fear from them trying to go deep on 3rd down. You love that. Don't love the fact they couldn't connect. 4th down coming up. The Jaguars in a punt formation. Starts his return from the 23. And he puts together a nice little return there before they're able to bring him down. The 49ers headed back out on offense as we get another look at Brock Purdy. And like we've seen from him before, Brock, he got a good game going early through the air and kept the pressure up from then on. He's still taking it to him now as we work through this 2nd half. Purdy on 1st down. Hits him on the out route. And he'll go down, and we'll say right at the 39-yard line. The Jaguars are going to call their first time out. They still have 2 to work with in this final quarter. 2nd and 6 coming up here. Purdy throwing here. No one open on that play, so he's going to chuck this to another county. No luck finding his receiver that time. And that takes them to 3rd down. He's back to throw. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. Now before we reach the 2-minute warning, we've got a timeout. That's the 2nd one used by the defense in this half.
It's 4th down.
They'll bring out the punter here. Brad Robbins will kick it away. Escapes the defender. And he's brought down before the return gets far. Now the Jaguars offense ready to take over once more. They struggled to produce on that last series, but better results ahead as they take possession here. All right, working from the gun to start. 1st and 10. Lawrence looking to throw. Short pass brought in. And he'll go down after fighting his way to the 32. We've reached the 2-minute warning in Santa Clara. Jaguars losing by 4. After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. It was there, but he couldn't hang on. That's incomplete. Last pass unsuccessful, and they have third down here. Looking to throw it. And he let his man too much there, Brock. Incomplete. Fourth down coming up. Offense staying out there. Looks like they're going for it. Desperation time here on fourth. And that's going to wind up incomplete as their gamble doesn't pay off. They're going to turn this one over on downs.
You know, kid, I don't think I've ever met a defender that cares. All they want to do is get off the field. Doesn't matter if it's a drop pass, deflection, breakup, even an interception. Challenged by the offense to get one more stop to get off the field, and that's exactly what they did.
On 1st and 10, it's McCaffrey. And it looks like they're giving about 2 on the opening play of this drive. Now a timeout called by the Jaguars. That's their third. As they'll meet and decide what to do on this second down. Purdy going to look to run. And he's going to be bundled up just a few yards into that second down run.
The difference right there, Kate, between that gain and a big hit for a loss, is really quick decision-making. He made a quick read, saw the running back was going to get hit if he handed it, and he pulls it himself for a positive gain.
To the left side and wheeled in by Kittle. And he's going to be out of bounds right along the 20. Victory formation here. Looks like they're going to take a knee on first down. Here's a design run. Kneel down here, and they can start to celebrate this win. So the 49ers earn the win in this one. And finally, Brock, they can exhale and take a few breaths because...
15 or so miles northwest of world-famous Miami Beach as we are set for football at Hard Rock Stadium in Miami Gardens. Here now is Cam Little out to get us started. And we are underway from Hard Rock Stadium. The Dolphins take the field with Tua Tagovailoa, their quarterback from Alabama, at the helm.
You talk about the pause that refreshes. I think it's come at a perfect time of the year for them, hasn't it? You know, the season is starting to wind down, got a little bit of a break. But how about the guy calling the signals? He's got to be excited about that because now he didn't just get a game plan for 1 week. He's able to work on it for 2 weeks. I can't wait to see if they have anything special in store for him today.
Just like that, it's a gain of 12 and a first down on their first play.
First and 10 at the 43-yard line.
They'll send a receiver in motion to the left. Off of play action, Tagovailoa. And his throw is going to be incomplete. You look at this Jaguar defense. This unit, they're hoping to improve against the pass because right now, Charles, number 27 in the NFL.
And the easy thought process is that stopping the run is the least of their problems because they're facing the #1 passing team in the NFL. But if they don't stop the run as well, then that just opens up the passing game even more. They've got to do both. Well, that play was over before it even got started. Thanks for nothing, huh? How about that? That sets up a very difficult third down call now.
Looking to pass. Tua. To the sideline and incomplete.
One first down here, and that's all, folks. Good work by this defense to hold things in check and force a punting situation.
The Dolphins will send out the punter now. As the first drive of the game stalls out, he's on to punt. And he couldn't get it to check up. That kicks all the way into the end zone for a touchback. So here's the first drive now for the Jags. They're led by the #1 overall pick in the 2021 draft, Trevor Lawrence.
And he's had such a sensational season to this point, leading the NFL in passing yards. He's been helped out a lot by an outstanding set of receivers, and he's quick to give them credit. But I think even they would tell you that he's the guy that makes this offense go.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4.
They'll run. It's Kenneth Walker. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
And the Jaguars first down. It's a gain of 6. And the Jaguars.
They're going right back to Walker. And he stopped immediately there. Tyrell Dodson, the one to bring him down. Ball at the 33, 2nd and 9.
Second and 9.
Up the middle, here's Walker. Oh, look at the juke. And good running there as he'll take this all the way up to midfield. A Jacksonville first down on a pickup of 17.
Jaguars first down.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
And he's got his man on the out route. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. That's good for a first down, his second catch of the opening drive. They'll run. This is Bashal Tutin. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage.
Second and 10.
Here's Lawrence. And Walker has it. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
A gain of 7 yards. And it's 3rd down.
Here's Lawrence to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete. The Dolphins do the job defensively there, and now it brings up 4th. Now a field goal try coming up here for the Jags. From the right hash, this from 44 yards out. and his kick is indeed good. And the Jaguars grab a 3-0 lead.
So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number one. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
Miami's offense set and ready to go.
You know, Charles, season winding down, time to maybe look ahead to the offseason. What do you see these guys going after either in the draft or free agency?
Well, with the season that they're having, just about every position is up for grabs right now. No one is really safe, but the focal point's always the quarterback position. And he may be auditioning to try and stay with his own current team. I think he's auditioning for the rest of the league to try and find a spot because I think this team is looking for a new quarterback.
And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
Makes it 3rd and 8.
Throwing now is Tagovailoa. He stays up, but he can't get away forever, and down he goes.
Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
Like the footwork back there, and I thought he did a pretty good job of evading that first wave of players. Tried to buy a little extra time out of the pocket, but in the end, oh, that was a tough one.
Yeah, winds up getting buried for the loss. The Dolphins will send out the punter now. As the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. That's pulled in at the 32. And a 7-yard return following a punt of 35 yards. And the Jaguars go on offense, first down and 10. Very good starting field position for the Jaguars offense as they come up first and 10 at the 39-yard line.
Lawrence now off the bootleg.
Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Thomas.
Ball on the 40 now. Here's second down and 8.
A gain of 2. Brings up 2nd and 8. At the 40.
Lawrence will throw. Setting up the screen here. This is Walker.
And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38.
Backed up here. Tough spot. Needing 11 yards to pick up the first. From the gun on 3rd down, Lawrence. He's got his target. That's complete. And he will have a Jaguars first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And the Jaguars first down. 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Walker now on 1st and 10.
And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain.
In need of only about the length of the football here on 2nd down.
It's 2nd and inches.
They go play action now. Lawrence. And this throw incomplete. And the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down.
Incomplete. It's 3rd down and less than a yard.
Lawrence on the sneak. And he is going to have a Jags first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 34-yard line.
Lawrence now to throw after that last run. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it.
11 yards there for Jacksonville and a first down as well.
That's another Jaguars first down. 1st and 10 at the 23-yard line.
Straight ahead, Walker.
And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up.
Here's a 2nd and 5.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
Here's a give up the middle. And they'll get to him just inside the 15, even after that strong run we witnessed.
Heavy set out there on 3rd and 1.
Brings up 3rd and inches.
Lawrence on the sneak. And he will have a Jaguars first down as they're able to convert, albeit not by much, on 3rd and a yard.
And the Jaguars first down. 2 yards on the play. First down, Jaguars.
Well, they'll run it here on the jet sweep. And he'll fight his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
And now they'll throw it with Lawrence. Now he's going to step up. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Trevor Lawrence, a 9-yard touchdown run. And the Jaguars are able to stretch out their lead.
Nothing like understanding where your escape hatches are as a quarterback. Here he's looking, but he knows he doesn't want to force anything. So when nothing avails itself, he slips past the rushers, takes it right up the middle, and takes it into the end zone.
Point after, right down the middle. And the lead grows to 10-0. So an early 10-0 lead for them now as they kick it away. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. The Dolphins offense now working their way back onto the field. And they had lost 2 in a row prior to getting the open week last weekend, so potentially a chance for them to get away for a bit, heal up, and come back strong.
That's what the hope is anyway, because you're going to find out now with your team, are you still focused on being the best you can be for the rest of the season with the things going the way they had earlier this year.
Out of bounds at the 33-yard line. A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
10-0 the score after 1 on EA Sports. Second quarter from Miami. It's the Dolphins with the football as they are looking at a 2nd and 5 situation. On play action, here's Tua. And that one's going to be off target and incomplete.
And he's only hit on 2 of his first 6 passes. Time for a quick quarterback regroup here with a big 3rd down coming up.
Out of the gun on 3rd down, here's Tua. And the Jags get to him as down he goes. Multiple players getting home for the 1-yard sack.
Well, how about that? A dime set on defense, 6 defensive backs. None of them blitz. They're just back there in coverage. Defensive lineman gets the sack.
That's where the O-line, they go to the sideline, they keep their helmets on so the cameras can't find them, right?
Yeah, the cameras can't find them, but I know one thing. The O-line coach will.
The Jaguars offense and Trevor Lawrence getting set for this next drive. And he's been incredible all year long. The NFL's leader in passing yards as he just recently eclipsed the 4,000-yard mark on the season. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
A first down there on a pickup of 25.
That's good for a Jaguars first down. 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
You know I'm going to lean towards the defender, right? You know I'm going to do that.
I know.
That's a tough situation for him as I see it. But the truth of the matter is, that ball is not streaking towards him. That little arc on it, he's got to find a way to get his head.
There he goes, left side. Touchdown, Jaguars. Kenneth Walker. That's his 18th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Jaguars are able to widen their advantage.
I know I should keep the focus and the spotlight on the hero that just scored, but tackling's been an issue for this defense all game long. I can't set that aside. We just saw it again here. Missed tackles leads to his long touchdown run.
Extra point splits the uprights, and that makes our score 17-0. Here's the Jaguar kick team now as they run up and send this one away.
And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27.
The Dolphins offense now ready to go back out onto the field. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. Looking to put a drive together. Play action. Now it's Tua. And this is going to be caught, but they'll say out of bounds. So it's incomplete.
Number 85, incomplete. The coverage by
Here's Tua.
And the pressure gets there, and Tua is going to be taken down. Now, hang on here a second. Looks like a Jaguar in some obvious discomfort from that last play.
We'll get an update when we come back to Hard Rock Stadium.
So now after the sack, Tua and the Dolphins staring at a 3rd and long.
Here's Tagovailoa to throw. And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete.
Well, based on what we've seen so far, I don't think you can even call this an off day anymore, partner, because this group we're watching, they are totally out of rhythm, trying to get their game plan up and running. That 0 on the scoreboard is glaring down at them with every incompletion.
And we'll see what he can do on the return.
Gets past one man. Nice work on the return as he gets about 15 yards back. And they will take over 1st and 10. The Jaguars offense and Kenneth Walker set to take over once more. And he's been a huge factor in the passing game all season long. His numbers reflect that. Currently leads all NFL running backs in receiving yards.
And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
They run the option on 2nd down.
A gain of 8 on the keeper and a first down.
It's a gain of 8. And the Jaguars first down. 1st and 10 at the 40.
Well, he is certainly dangerous when he spots a lane, and he keeps it himself there and worked out well.
And how about the moving parts on a play like this? You know you have to practice it over and over because it's almost like a ballet that has to be choreographed. But how about once he made the decision to go, he committed to it and went. Let's face it, most teams are going to defend the running back much more than the quarterback on that type of a play.
And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down. Now Lawrence. Able to find the open man. That's complete.
And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 25-yard line.
1st and 10 at the 25-yard line.
Well, they'll run it here on the jet sweep. And this is not going to work as planned. He's going to be met and dropped behind the line of scrimmage.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
That's the danger, Charles, of running plays like this for your wide receiver. They can hit big or they can be duds.
Yeah, you're exactly right about that because if they're forced to try and go around defenders behind the line of scrimmage, sometimes you can give yardage in order to gain it. But in this case, they gave yardage and didn't get it back.
A gain of a yard makes it 3rd and 11.
Looking to throw, Lawrence.
Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete.
And he does not get to the first down marker as they stop him at the 19.
For the field goal. A 36-yard attempt.
And his kick here is good. But now there is a penalty marker on the field, so let's see what this is about. And this is going to be roughing the kicker, an inexcusable penalty, Charles.
You've worked so hard to hold him to a 3-point kick. Now you give him the ball again with a chance for a touchdown.
Lawrence with a quick throw outside. That's complete.
2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal.
Now Lawrence. Touchdown! Ken Walker with his 19th touchdown, his 2nd of the game. And the Jaguars are able to add on to their first half lead.
Getting your back involved, what's the importance there in the passing game?
Well, oftentimes you can create mismatches because who's going to cover him, and you get him into space, which is where he likes to operate with the ball in his hands. Oftentimes makes people miss, gets that run after the catch, and off he goes.
And into the end zone. Extra point right down the middle. And the route is on here in this first half. Here's the Jaguar kick team now as they run up and send this one away. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. Miami set to take over. Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, and sometimes I overuse that this is an important possession. But I think this has to be the possession where they come up with an answer because only a few teams in league history ever come back from a 4-score deficit. And if they don't score here, that's what they could be facing the next time they get the ball.
And he is going to lose yardage here. They'll wind up losing. 3rd down and 6 to go.
Well, sometimes despite the best planning, the defense actually has a plan as well, and they blanketed everyone on that play. They were able to close it down and spill him for a loss.
Tua sets up to pass it. They'll let this go deep for Waddle. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
They've had multiple opportunities on offense and still haven't scored any points. Felt like they wanted to loosen things up, throw it downfield, and see if maybe they could get a big play and a quick strike.
Averaging over 50 yards a punt so far as this one's away. So possession goes over here on the punt. And out will come the offense as they take over. The visitors' offense and their running back getting set to go once more. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. Well, everything right now that they touch on this side of the football, it seems to turn to gold. They've scored on 3 straight possessions. That lead continues to grow. I mean, if they can get points here, Charles, might almost be an insurmountable comeback for the other side.
I think you make a great case for that, so I'm going to flip it over to the other side. Could they make the big comeback? Certainly. Am I expecting it? Not at all. I think if we don't see a drastic change in how they're playing, this blowout's going to get bigger and bigger before the final gun.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Now Lawrence to throw. He finds his man, complete. It's Jenkins. So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory at the 26-yard line. Lawrence. Over the middle, it's Thomas. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. 11 more on that one and another 1st down.
Jaguars, 1st down. A gain of 11 on the play.
From the gun, it's Lawrence. And his throw here is going to be incomplete. 2nd and 10.
Incomplete. Brings up 2nd and 10.
Again, it's Lawrence. A throw left sideline falls incomplete. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. He finds his man, complete. It's Jenkins. And down inside the 10 here before he's out of bounds right around the 7.
A 24-yard attempt.
And this one is right through. And the lead increases even further. It's 27-0 now. So more of the same here, CD. Not a touchdown, but 3 more points added on to their lead.
Yeah, it's been a total domination here in this first half. Offensively, defensively, even the special teams have chipped in as he connects on the field goal. It may be a little bit premature, but I think the only thing we're worried about dominating now, the post-game meal.
Dolphins offense returning to the field. Still in the first half, but this offense has struggled. Haven't really been able to get anything going, not only in the points category, but in the yards category. Let's see if they can do better here on this drive. Jaguar pressure and a Jaguar sack. Buried by more.
multiple defenders on the drive's first play. So that now 4 first-half sacks. This pass rush has been unrelenting.
And, partner, you hear that sound of paper being ripped to shreds? That's the game plan that they've had so far because they've got to say to themselves right now, we have to do something differently.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. After the sack, here's 2nd and 11. Going to the air, Tagovailoa. That one caught by Tyreek Hill. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. In motion, Hill. They fake the handoff, now Tua. And the pressure gets there, and Tua is going to be taken down. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. The Dolphins will send out the punter now. He's been one of their few bright spots so far. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The visitors' offense and their quarterback ready to go once more. And he's had things all his way in this first half. The numbers sensational as he'll look to add to them with another drive here.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it, forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize, like going to the county fair. You don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. No gain on the screen there. It's 2nd down.
No gain on the play.
Out of the gun, it's Lawrence. Repeated the last play, finding Walker. They'll come up now 3rd and 3.
Complete to Kenneth Walker. A 7-yard gain on
from the shotgun. Lawrence.
He finds his man. Complete. That's Jenkins. Yeah, this is only going to be a gain of 2. He needed 3. It's 4th and 1.
A 63-yard attempt.
And this is off the left upright. And it comes back. It's no good.
So halftime straight ahead, and that means we go to Scott Hansen. It is our EA Sports halftime report.
Our look at
Scott,
the NFL starts now. It begins in the mile-high city of Denver. The Broncos at home to take on the Minnesota Vikings. And this is Bo Nix, one of his 3 touchdown passes on the night. The Broncos win their 2nd straight, and they do it in style. From there, we check out another big late-season game, playoff implications here. And it's Ladd McConkey. He had his way with the defense from beginning to end. How about 4 touchdown catches in the game? The Chargers get their 9th win of the season as they get the victory here. Lastly, let's go out to the desert, Glendale, Arizona. The Cardinals hosting the Seattle Seahawks. And it's the big fullback, Scott Matlock. A scintillating run for the touchdown. The Cardinals find a way to pull this one out as they escape with the narrow win. With that, let's give you a chance to look at the playoff picture in the NFC with 1 month remaining in the regular season. Meanwhile, our game has not been all that competitive, a one-sided affair through 2 quarters, as we send you back out to Brandon and Charles.
The Jaguars in possession of the lead, and they will get the football as we are underway in the 2nd half.
And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
At their own 29-yard line.
off the play fake. Here's Lawrence. He finds his man complete. It's Jenkins. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 5 catches for him in that first half, and that's number 6 that we just saw, and also a first down. Up the middle they run. It's Walker. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
2nd and 12 at the 41-yard line.
Here's Lawrence to throw. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Jenkins. Here comes 3rd down and 7.
5 yards on the play. And it's 3rd down.
Lawrence will throw. And that will be incomplete.
Lawrence's pass intended for Brian.
That is exactly what you needed defensively. It's a long road back from here. But that's a good start to the second half as they force a punting situation and a 4th down.
And this one sails out of bounds. I think it'll be inside the 25. It will. 24-yard line is where they'll spot it. Out comes the Miami offensive unit now. They get set to take over. Tagovailoa and the Dolphins come up 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Now whistles and a flag, and I believe a Dolphin got going a little early. Ooh, moving from his tight end spot there.
Do you think that perhaps the play call was for him?
Looking to pass. Tua. Now he'll tuck this and run. And Tua going to slide to a halt, but he will have the first down.
It's a gain of
18 big yards on that one, and a Miami first.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
In motion, Hill. Off of play action, Tagovailoa. This one complete to his fullback out of the backfield. Well, we're going to get a timeout as they deal with an injured player, and it's Tyreek Hill who is the man that's in some discomfort right now. We'll get an update when we come back to Miami. Ball on the 47-yard line. Here's 2nd down and a yard. Up the middle, Achane. And he'll fight forward maybe to the line of scrimmage, but that's all. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. And he will have the first down as he's brought down up near midfield.
It's a gain of 2. And the Dolphins first down.
Achane gets it from the gun. A decent run there following the display of quick feet down just inside the 45.
At the 44-yard line. It's a gain of 7.
Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? And that'll be a free 5 yards for the offense.
Just like a tennis match, that's just an unforced error. Stay alert, don't jump early, and give them free yardage.
Now they'll throw with Tagovailoa. Call it a loss of 12 that time. And it'll make this a 2nd and long.
Brings up 2nd down.
From the gun, it's Tua. And a quick throw here, that's complete. A long way to go here on 3rd down for the 8th play of the drive.
Brings up 3rd down.
Tua going to throw. Well, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going.
And those two just haven't been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect them to have more completions to him in this game.
And this will pin him back deep. That's going to kick out of bounds right at about the 7-yard line.
At their own
So now
7-yard
out comes
line.
this offense led by their quarterback as they take over once more. And he's putting together a remarkable season, currently the NFL's leader in passing yards as we play here in the month of December. They'll run with Walker to begin the drive. And he will take this up to about the 8-yard line. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
On play action, Lawrence. And that one too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete.
Intended for Brian Thomas Jr. Incomplete.
Here's Lawrence. That is incomplete.
Incomplete on the deep ball.
Well, they have that one snipped out defensively. That's a tough one to connect on when you got multiple defenders in the area, and it winds up incomplete.
A Cook now on to punt as he gets this one away.
A 41-yard punt there with no return. And it'll be Dolphin football.
Miami's offense set and ready to go. The disparity in this game, it just seems to grow with each possession here, Charles. They are really struggling. They have not put up a single point, and on the other side, the points keep piling up and up and up.
So you know the frustration level has to be rising, right? So they've got to find a way to quell that, because otherwise they certainly won't get anything done in this one. Keep diving deeper into the offensive playbook. The bottom line is don't quit competing.
Throw left side complete. That's Washington. Only able to gain a couple there. And they'll be faced with a 3rd and inches.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
And he is going to have the Dolphins first down, maybe by about a yard as they find a way to convert on 3rd and inches.
Now this time, Tua is going to throw it. Quick hitter here, it's complete.
Nice rhythm throw there on first down. He located his tight end, made it a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage.
And from the 34, here's 2nd and 4.
Now Tua. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 38.
Josh Hines-Allen.
What a season he continues to have. His 15th sack of the campaign. They'll need to get it to the 30 for a first. This is 3rd down. Throwing now is Tagovailoa. Staying on his feet. He'll try and do this himself. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20.
Good work on the scamper by Tagovailoa. It's a first down.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 17-yard line.
On play action, here's Tua.
On the RPO, he'll keep it himself.
And here he'll get it down to the 7. He'll get 10 there all on his own, but it'll be 2nd down.
He's tackled at the 7-yard line. 10 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd.
Play action, now it's Tua.
Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it.
Maybe not exactly what they had in mind, but that scramble good for 6 and a first down.
Well, this has certainly turned into a showcase game for what he can do on the ground, because they're just continuing to give him chances to run it, and he's earning every additional carry by putting up positive yardage on each run.
Nothing doing there. They're going to wind up holding him at the 2. Back at the 2 now. Here's 2nd and goal.
It's a loss of 1. Brings up 2nd and goal. At the 2.
Here's Tagovailoa to throw.
They set up the screen. Achane has it.
Touchdown, Dolphins.
Devon Achane.
His 4th touchdown on the year.
And the Dolphins get a bit closer. So that, Charles, their first score of the ball game, obviously, coming here in the 3rd quarter. Is that going to be enough to energize the troops?
It's a great question, and we'll wait to see the answer, but it's finally something for them to build on. Now they know that they can actually score against that defense.
Groupie able to add the PAT.
And the lead now down to 20. So that one a pretty time-consuming 10-play drive. And it winds up in 6 points for the Dolphins.
After the touchdown, here's Groupie to kick this one away. Well, a dangerous return man showing it here. And a good return, able to get out across the 35 to the 36. Well, this offense headed back out, captained, of course, by their quarterback. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the third quarter. Your 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
Now Lawrence. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30.
Good for a Jaguars. First down. First and 10 at the 28-yard line.
We're off to the fourth quarter here in Week 15. Happy holidays to all. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Back now in Miami. It's Jaguar football here, and they'll look to extend their lead as we begin quarter number 4.
Play action. It's Lawrence.
It's a short one here, complete to the tight end.
2nd and 6.
Number 82. A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6 at the 24-yard line.
On the give, it's Walker.
And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line.
104 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here.
First and 10 at the
on that last run, he's now hit the 6,000-yard mark for rushing yards in his career.
And moves him squarely into the top 100 rushers of all time. In fact, he can boast that he's rushed for over 1,000 yards more than Gale Sayers did in his career. And Gale Sayers was a Hall of Famer in a short career.
A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12.
And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front.
A long way to go here on 3rd down for the 8th play of the drive. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down. Now a field goal try coming up here for the Jags. This just a 35-yard attempt from the left hash. And his kick is good. And that will extend their lead even further.
Well, ultimately not really sure that they're going to need those 3 points, but they'll take the 3 and they pad that lead.
Yeah, this one's already wrapped up, but you and I both know if you're an offensive coordinator, you never let up on the gas unless the head coach tells you to do so. And maybe you've actually clicked him off in your headset so you can keep calling plays and trying to add to this lead.
And out come the Dolphins now.
They were coming off the extra week of rest, but this team started sluggish, and it really didn't get any better from there, and trailing big here in this 4th quarter.
Tua sets up to pass it. Man open, that's Deebo Samuel. They'll give him 4 yards there, and that's going to bring up 2nd down.
2nd and 6 at the 31-yard line.
Here's Tua. That'll go as a loss of 9, and it leads to 3rd down.
Going to need a crafty play call here. 14 yards is what they need to try to convert this thing.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
And that is too far out in front. He couldn't haul it in. Incomplete.
And this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. They're going for it. Here's Tua with it. He's going to float this one deep right side. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Dolphins can't convert on 4th down. And the Jags take over in terrific field position. Well, at this stage of the game in the second half, down 3 scores, I guess they felt like they needed to push.
And let's face it, with this deficit, if they give up another score here after they didn't get it, does it really matter?
Right.
It really doesn't. They had to go and try and make something happen if they had any chance of winning this game.
Throw out wide to Walker. With a gain of 5, and it'll be 2nd down.
Now, that's the type of play that gives you a chance to win. Nothing forced downfield where you don't have a guy open. Swing it out to the back, and maybe even check it down, whatever you want to call it. Gain of 5. You're just trying to get 4 on 1st down. They're ahead of the chains now.
Lawrence hit, and the ball is free.
And this is picked up by the Dolphins.
And he'll be taken down, although there is a flag down. Will this stand? So holding on the offense, they go ahead and decline the penalty, and the ball will change hands on the fumble recovery.
Now Tua on the bootleg here. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
It leads to 2nd and 10.
Going to the air, Tagovailoa. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds.
A gain of 19 yards. That's good for a Dolphins.
On 1st down, he'll drop to throw.
Throws the out route and completes it to Samuel. From the 44-yard line, here's a 2nd and 7.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
Out of the gun, here's a give to Achane.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. The Dolphins on 3rd down. They've had a lot of chances, but not much success, converting only 3 times. This is 3rd and 9. They'll look to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down.
As soon as he leaked out and began his route, someone on the defensive side broke with him and arrived just in time to separate him from another reception.
In motion goes the tight end.
4th down, 4th quarter. Here's Tua.
Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call. Well, they got the ball already. They're not going to risk the yardage and running another 4th down. They decline it.
And what was that they taught you in law school, that possession is 9/10 of the law?
I didn't flip it last school.
Oh, you did? I thought you did. Well, I'm going to give that to you anyway. Possession is 9/10 of the law, and it's 9/10 of this game, too, having the football counts.
You're so litigious. And that'll be good for 8 yards to the 45.
And a nice gain and a broken tackle along the way, and really we shouldn't be surprised, should we? That's what runners do, especially the best ones. They break tackles and gain extra yardage.
And he is going to have a Jags 1st down, at least at first glance, as he'll spot the football just beyond the marker. They find a way to convert on 3rd and inches. They go play action now. Lawrence. He completes this to Walker.
And he's taken down inside the 30.
Now, hang on here a second. Looks like a Jaguar in some obvious discomfort from that last play.
We'll get an update when we come back to Hard Rock Stadium.
Hand off here to Walker.
And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere.
Bradley Chubb there on the tackle.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world up to the challenge.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10.
A gain of 11 on the play. First down.
On the handoff, this is Walker. And he's able to get this inside the 10 now to the 9.
114 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
Smith. And he stopped after a gain of 1. Not enough. Still a yard to go on 3rd down.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the 1st down. Lawrence on the sneak. And he'll be touchdown here, but not before he does pick up the 1st. Give him 2 on the play there. And the Jaguars are going to have a 1st and goal. Here's Walker. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about.
Illegal block in the back. Offense.
Here's another 1st and goal, but from a little further back this time following the penalty. Well, they'll run it here on the jet sweep. And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown.
Jacoby Myers, his 7th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Jags look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this 4th quarter. When coaches come into a game preaching total team effort, CD, I think this is the type of ball game that they're dreaming of. It was pretty apparent early on that they were clicking in all 3 phases. It's been fun to watch.
Yeah, sometimes in the NFL you end up with matchups like we've been watching here. And when you go back to the early drives, you can just see that one squad was on a different level in this game. Safe to say, we have been disappointed in watching their execution throughout this contest.
Kickoff for the Jaguars.
And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. Miami set to take over. And they unfortunately are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the 4th quarter. This would be their 3rd straight defeat. Tua and the Dolphins now with a 1st and 10
at their own 26.
Hand off to Achane to begin the drive.
And they work this well upfield across the 45. That's good for 21 yards and a 1st down. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Dolphins have it as we welcome you back in. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score.
False start. Offense.
A false start backs them up 5. 1st and 15. Tagovailoa working out of the gun. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end.
Here's 2nd and 7.
Complete to number 85. It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 7.
From midfield, here's Tua. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here. They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Looking to pass. Tua
winds up and lets it go for Samuel.
And unable to connect. Incomplete. Now give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
Tagovailoa going for it on 4th down. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage.
That's good for a Dolphins.
And again, it's Tagovailoa.
That's caught. Waddle on the left side.
And he'll go out of bounds after taking a little further down inside the 40.
Out of bounds at the 36-yard line.
A run straight ahead with Achane.
And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line.
A 7-yard gain. That's another Dolphin.
Tua going to throw. Got an open man. It's Washington. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. So this will be a win for Jacksonville. And it was their defense that really paved the way to this victory as they allowed the one touchdown, and that was all she wrote.
Almost want to do the defense chant right now, right? Defense with a couple of claps in there, but no one wants to hear that from me. Let's just talk about how they got it done, though. When you take care of every aspect of the game, shut down the run, control the airways, right? Make sure the quarterback is harassed. This type of performance you get. They can't fashion together any offense, no consistency, and they just took control.
So for Jacksonville, they're not going to go quietly here as the win moves them now to 8-6 on the year. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for the Dolphins, the season is really nosediving now as they fall to 2-12. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next time right here. It's the NFL on EA Sports.